Khloé Kardashian shares her reasons for feeling so drained from parenting her children. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloé Kardashian recently talked about how tired she feels from taking care of her two children, True and Tatum. Even though she feels very tired most of the time, she still loves every part of being a mother and wouldn't trade it for anything else. During a conversation with her older sister Kourtney on their family's reality show, Khloé shared her thoughts about the challenges she faces every day while raising her kids mostly on her own. She explained how her responsibilities and fears make her think twice before doing things like traveling or going out, even for important events. Khloé explained that she had to skip a trip to Paris recently because it just didn't feel right to leave her children behind. Her ex-partner and the father of her kids, Tristan Thompson, was away, and she didn't want to be too far from her children without any parent nearby. She said she thought about all the possible things that could go wrong. She said to Kourtney that she didn't have another parent to leave them with. With Tristan not around, she felt uneasy, thinking about situations like earthquakes or emergencies happening while the whole family was away from the country. That fear made her stay home. It was just too much for her to leave them when she didn't have a backup plan. Even though Tristan helps when he is around, she admitted that it becomes harder when he's away playing basketball. He plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which means he's not always available to be at home. Khloé said that she doesn't have nannies staying over at night. Right now, there is no one living with her full-time to assist with the kids. She's been doing everything herself, and although that shows her love and dedication, it's also draining her energy. She explained that she's very involved in every little thing in her children's lives. For example, she prepares all of True's meals, her lunch, her dinner, and everything else. She proudly said that she doesn't let anyone else take over those tasks. Even though Tristan has done those things before, Khloé admitted she is very specific and particular about how things should be done. That's why she prefers to handle it all on her own. In one part of the show, she shared her thoughts more deeply during a confessional. She said she truly loves spending time with her children. But that doesn't make parenting any less tiring. She described her usual routine at night, saying that after putting True to sleep by 8:30 p.m., she is completely worn out. She compared herself to a scene in the movie, Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo DiCaprio's character is so exhausted he struggles to get into his car. That's how Khloé said she feels every evening. But even after all the exhaustion and tired moments, she wakes up the next day and does it all over again without any hesitation. She mentioned that the experience of parenting can be so confusing at times. On one hand, she feels like she's going to fall apart from how drained she is. Then, as soon as her kids are asleep around 10 p.m., she finds herself missing them already. It's a strange mix of emotions, and she admitted to herself on camera that it doesn't always make sense. She said something like, "Khloé, get it together," showing how she often has to pull herself back and remind herself to stay calm. She expressed how parenting is full of love, confusion, and extreme tiredness all at once. This is not the first time Khloé has been honest about the hard parts of being a mom. In a past episode of the same show, she opened up about how she felt when her son Tatum was born through a surrogate in 2022. She talked about the emotional distance she felt during the process, something she didn't expect beforehand. Khloé explained how guilty she felt when the baby was born. She said she took the baby from the woman who gave birth and then went into another room, and that made her feel separated. That feeling of not having carried the baby herself caused emotional stress. She also shared that she wishes more people talked about what surrogacy is really like, especially the emotional side of it. According to her, people often talk about the medical part or the success of having a baby through a surrogate, but no one really prepares you for how different the experience feels. She made it clear that surrogacy is still a beautiful and meaningful way to become a parent, but it comes with its own set of challenges. She didn't say it was a bad thing at all, only that it was different than she expected. That moment showed how open she was willing to be about parts of motherhood that are not often talked about. Khloé's journey as a mother is filled with both joyful and challenging moments. From waking up early to prepare meals to staying up late thinking about emergencies that might never happen, she puts all her energy into her kids. Even though she doesn't get a lot of help at night and Tristan isn't always there, she keeps doing her best. She wants everything to be perfect for True and Tatum, even if that means doing it all herself. Her dedication shows how much she values her role as a mother, even when it becomes too much to handle. She is not afraid to admit that parenting is hard work. Some days she feels like she's doing great, while other days she feels overwhelmed. But through it all, she still finds joy in being with her children. She even jokes about how strange it is to miss them minutes after they go to bed. It's that kind of emotional honesty that makes many people feel connected to her. They see that even someone like Khloé Kardashian, who has fame and success, goes through the same daily parenting struggles as anyone else. She has built a life where her children are the most important part. Even if that means skipping big events or staying home when everyone else is traveling, she's willing to do it. She said that she might consider getting a night nanny in the future, just so she can have a little more help when things get too hard. But for now, she's doing everything herself and doesn't seem to mind too much. She clearly takes pride in being present for her kids every day. Khloé's story is a reminder that being a parent comes with so many ups and downs. It's not always perfect or easy, but it's filled with love. Whether she's making dinner, tucking her children into bed, or just watching them sleep, she's fully involved in their lives. Her honesty about the mental and physical tiredness of parenting, especially doing it mostly alone, helps others feel seen and understood. The emotional stress of being a mother who wants to do it all while being there for every little moment can be overwhelming. But Khloé has chosen to face those feelings with openness instead of hiding them. She wants others to know that it's okay to feel tired and worried. It's okay to not have all the answers. What matters most is showing love and care, and she clearly does that every single day. Even when she feels like she can't keep going, she finds strength in her love for her kids. She pushes through each day with determination, even when she's barely holding herself together by the end of it. That's what makes her story so relatable. Many parents can understand exactly what she's going through. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. Khloé Kardashian's journey in motherhood continues to unfold, and she keeps sharing more of her thoughts with fans through her family's reality show. Every time she opens up about her struggles, it helps people see that no matter who you are, raising children is full of highs and lows. Her willingness to be real about everything, from her feelings about surrogacy to the late-night exhaustion, makes her story powerful and touching. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.